J's Millionaire. Jam it.
Good day to you.
Good day, sir.
My name is Dero, host of the J's Millionaire Show. You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Oluwaseun.
You're welcome, Oluwaseun.
Thanks, sir.
So, well, I'm sure you're familiar with the rules. You have a chance to win ₦1 million today by just answering 10 questions.
Okay, sir.
You have 2 lifelines. Phone a friend and 50-50. You can walk away at any point. You look like a very prepared person.
No, really, sir.
What do you do? What's your job?
Yes, I have a girls' retail shop.
You have a
Girls' retail shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a businessman.
Yes, sir.
That's good. So, well, without further ado, let us get straight into the game. What is bread made from? A. Wood. B. Flour. C. Metal. And D. Plastic.
B flour.
B. Flour.
Yes, sir.
Final answer.
Yes, sir.
That is correct. It's ₦1,000 for you today. So, second question. What drink comes from cows? A. Juice. B. Milk. C. Soda. And D. Tea.
Milk.
You're sure?
Yes, sir.
That is correct. You just got yourself ₦2,000. Now to the ₦5,000 question. Which country hosted the 2010 FIFA World Cup? A. Brazil. B. Germany. C. South Africa. And D. France.
C.
C. South Africa.
Yes, sir.
Final answer.
Yes, sir.
That is correct. It is ₦5,000 for you today. Now, moving on to the ₦10,000 question. Which piece is the most powerful in a game of chess? A. Pawn. B. Knight. C. Queen. And D. King.
What is this, sir?
What is the question?
Yeah, as in the option again, sir.
The option.
Yes, sir.
Pawn, Knight, Queen, and the King.
Yes, I'll go for Queen.
Queen.
Yes, sir.
You're sure?
Yes, sir.
Final answer.
Final answer, sir.
Final answer. C. Queen. Well, you are actually correct.
Wow.
It is ₦10,000 for you today. Now, I would like to ask, do you want to walk away with your ₦10,000 or you want to stake it on the line for the next question?
Yes, I want to move to the next question.
Next question is worth ₦20,000. Here we go. Which ocean is the largest on Earth? A. Atlantic Ocean. B. Indian Ocean. C. Pacific Ocean. And D. Arctic Ocean.
Pacific Ocean.
That is actually very fast. Are you sure that is your final answer?
Although it changes, but I think Pacific Ocean is
It's the largest
the largest. Yes, sir.
on Earth.
Yes, sir.
If you miss this question, you will be out of the game and you'll be left with just ₦2,000. If you get it right, you would have gotten yourself ₦20,000. So, C. Pacific Ocean is still your final answer.
Yes, sir.
C. Pacific Ocean. That is correct. You just got yourself ₦20,000. Now, switching things up.
The J's Millionaire. Jam it.
You have not used any of your lifelines.
Yes, sir.
And now, the next question is worth ₦50,000.
Okay.
If you get it right, you get ₦50,000. And if you miss it, you will be left with just ₦5,000 and you will be out of the game. Do you still want to proceed, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go. Which of these football players is credited with scoring over 1,000 official career goals? To rephrase the question, which of these players have scored over 1,000 official career goals? A. Lionel Messi. B. Cristiano Ronaldo. C. Pelé. D. Neymar. And E. None of the above.
None of the players have scored over 1,000 goals. And Ronaldo is the highest goal scorer, which is about 900 plus. So I'll go for none of the above.
Well, just to clarify the question, or maybe I should repeat the options again. There is Pelé on this list. There is Messi on this list. There's Ronaldo, like you've mentioned. And then Neymar then none of the above. You are still sure you're going with none of the above?
None of the above.
None of them?
Yes, sir.
Final answer, E, none of the above. You're not using your lifelines.
None of the players have scored.
So you're not using your lifelines.
Okay. Okay, I want to use 50-50.
You're sure you want to use your lifeline?
Yes, sir.
Okay. C, Pele, and E, none of the above.
None of the above.
You're still going with that?
Yes, sir.
Final answer, E, none of the above. Well, we are sorry you wasted your lifeline. You are correct. It is E, none of the above. That is 50,000 naira for you today. You have used your 50-50 lifeline. Now, you are left with your call a friend. And now, before we move to the next question, are you sure you want to stake what you've earned on the line, which is 50,000 naira, or walk away with it?
Yes, I would like to.
You want to proceed?
Proceed, yes, sir.
Okay. If you miss the next question, you'll be back on 10,000 naira and you'll be out of the game. If you get it right, you would have gotten yourself 100,000 naira. So here we go. Which state is Nigeria's highest oil producing state? A, Delta. B, Bayelsa. C, Rivers. D, Akwa Ibom. And E, Edo. Nigeria's highest oil producing state.
The option again, sir.
A, Delta. B, Bayelsa. C, Rivers. D, Akwa Ibom. And E, Edo.
The option should be, the answer should be between B and C.
B and C.
Yeah, it should be between B and C.
Bayelsa and Rivers.
Yes.
Okay. You're not using lifelines.
It should be between B and C.
So what are you going with?
Should I go for Bayelsa or I should go for Rivers?
Too sad. You already used your lifeline. That would have, your 50-50, that would have
Yeah, yes.
made things easier in this case.
Bayelsa or River?
Nigeria's highest oil producing state.
I'll go for Rivers.
You're going for Rivers.
Yes, sir.
You're not calling a friend.
Yes, sir.
If you miss this question, just to remind you, you will be left with 10,000 naira and you'll be out of the game. So, final answer C, Rivers.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, A, Delta is not the answer. B, Bayelsa is not the answer. And E, Edo is not the answer. The correct answer is actually D, Akwa Ibom. You are wrong. You are out of the G's Millionaire Game Show and you're left with just 10,000 naira.
Fuck.
You came all the way from Ibadan. How do you feel?
I feel so bad.
Well, you could have called a friend. But
Fuck.
we're sad to see you go. Thank you for coming to the G's Millionaire Game Show, bro.
Ah.
It is well.